Hello,
Hello, sir.
how are you, Tanvi?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay,
What
let's
about
restart. I'm also good. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
Let's restart introduction first, then we give the technical questions. Okay,
Okay, sir. I'm Tanvi Mahesh Patil. I'm appearing graduation in BCA. My skill sets are HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I also introduce myself in my other activities such as singing, swimming, drawing, and etc. Thank you, sir.
okay, okay, fine. Uh, First, tell me, Tanvi, what is HTML?
HTML is a hypertext markup language which defines the structure of web pages.
Okay, the difference between HTML and HTML5.
HTML5 gives some semantic tags like header, footer, figure, etc. and supports multimedia and use web storage which has a storage of up to 5 MB. Before the HTML5, we use cookies which has a storage up to 2 KB only. Okay, sir.
Good. Uh, what are the semantic tags which we got in HTML5?
Header, footer, figure, caption, etc.
Okay. So Tanvi, tell me, what will happen if when we use the semantic tag?
When we use semantic tag, it is easy to read for what we are using that semantic tags. Also, it defines the means which for which reason we are using that tags. It goes easy to read.
Okay. What are the hyperlink in HTML?
Hyperlink means doc type declaration.
No, no. If we want to redirect one page to another page, then
Uh,
how
we,
can we do
we,
this?
we can use anchor tag and
Yes,
also link for going external file.
yes. Suppose I want to open this page in another tab, then what will be the value of that attribute?
We have to use attribute target which value is underscore blank.
Okay, good. What are the block level element and inline element?
Inline element starts on same line whereas block level element starts on new line. Inline element has a fixed width and a height. Block level element we can apply margin in all four direction in block level elements, whereas in inline elements we can't apply margin in all four directions. We can apply only left and right. Block level elements takes width equal to its parent, whereas inline elements takes width equal to its content.
Okay, what are the examples of inline and block?
Block level element div um, and heading tags are block level elements, whereas inline elements are anchor tag and image are inline elements.
Okay, suppose I have two inline elements and I want to start the different line. So how can I do this?
We can give the display inline block to that elements.
Okay, okay. So can you tell me what is CSS?
CSS is cascading styling sheets, which defines the look and feel of the web pages.
Okay. Difference between CSS and CSS3?
In CSS3 we can select, there are many selectors we got in CSS3, whereas there are not that much selectors in CSS. We can universally apply some CSS, whereas in CSS that we can't do.
Okay, another.
Sorry, sir, not remember.
What are the selectors in CSS3?
Some basic selectors, advanced selectors, attribute selectors, and pseudo selectors.
Explain in brief.
Basic selectors are four: universal selector, tag or element selector, class selector, and ID selector. Universal selector is denoted by star. Tag or element selector is directly selected as its tag name. Class selector is selected by dot, and ID selector is selected by slash hashtag. And
Yes.
in advanced selector there are combinator selector, direct child selector, descendant selector, and sibling selector.
Okay. What are pseudo class selector and pseudo element selector?
Pseudo classes are which defines HTML elements property, and pseudo elements define the some part of HTML element. Like in pseudo classes, first first child, nth child, last child are there, and in pseudo elements, first letter, first word are there.
Okay. How many ways CSS can be integrated in web page?
There are three ways: inline CSS, internal or embedded CSS, and external CSS. Inline CSS is applied within HTML elements by using style attribute. Internal or embedded CSS is given in head using style HTML element, and external CSS is given with adding external file, and we link it in our HTML page.
Okay. What are the positions in CSS?
There are 5 positions in CSS. By default value of position is static, position fixed, position sticky, position relative, and position absolute are there. When we fix the position, there are helper properties. With the help of helper properties, we can fix it where we have to fix, and then sticky position, where we stick it that position. When we scroll the our web page, then it sticks on that part only. And relative position is relative to their applied position, and absolute position takes its helper properties value from the relative position.
Okay. What is Z index?
With the help of Z index, we can take an HTML element upside, or by giving its negative value, we can push it backside.
Okay. What is CSS overflow?
Overflow: when an image or any HTML element is uh, going outside its parent's width and height, then we apply overflow hidden. Then overflow hidden cannot show the overflowed part of that HTML element.
Okay. What is opacity?
Opacity has its value 0 to 1. When its value is 0, then it's fully opaque, and when its value is 1, then it is visible.
What is row span and col span?
We can club two or more rows or columns with the help of row and col span.
Okay. What is box model concept?
Each and every HTML element is considered as box model. It has four components such as content, padding, border, and margin. Content that we write inside our HTML element. Padding is the space between content and border. Border is the separator between padding and margin. Margin is space occupied by HTML element outside the border.
Okay, fine. What is specificity?
Specificity is seen in CSS, where ID selector has more specificity than class selector. Class selector has more specificity than tag selector. Tag selector has more specificity than universal selector. And when we write CSS bottom, then each specificity becomes more higher than the top.
Okay. What is RWD? Do you know?
Yes, RWD means media query, that we apply display first and mobile first to write CSS.
Okay. RWD means responsive web designing. Okay.
Okay.
So, what are the breakpoints in responsive web design?
600, 900, and more 1200 and more than it.
Okay. What is box sizing?
Box sizing is a CSS property which defines the height and width of an HTML element. Its by default value is content box, which gives height and width applied to HTML element to only its content. When we apply border box value to the border box property, then it gives height and width applied to HTML element to content padding at its border.
Okay. Then tell me, can we draw the shapes in HTML5?
Not nonsense.
Okay, fine. What is a flexbox model?
By using flex box model, we can position it any HTML element very easily. It has many values: flex direction, justify content, align items, etc.
Okay. Okay. What are the CSS preprocessor?
CSS processors are like SAS. With the help of CSS processors, we can there are variables, and we can nest means we can CSS with the help of nesting. It goes easy to CSS and easy to read. That's why preprocessors are necessary in CSS.
Okay. What are the features of SAS?
There are mixins. With the help of mixins, we can create a function, and that function we can include in our SAS page that will help us to uh, create same task in many ways.
Okay. What is iframe?
Iframe Sir, can you please elaborate this question?
Means basically iframe is a tag which we got in HTML5. So what is the purpose of iframe tag? Do you know?
Iframe, it gives italic shape, italic font style to the.
No. Okay, after to read about this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Tell me the difference between canvas and SVG.
Not known, sir.
Thank you. What is float?
Float has two values, right and left. With the help of float, the object become float in right or left direction. Which property, which value we give to the CSS property float that it accepts, and that HTML elements starts float at the right or at left.
Okay. Tanvi, share your screen and take a div and move it into center.
Yes, sir.
Can you do this using flex?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then you can try after interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next we start JavaScript. First tell me how much rate you will give in JavaScript out of 5.
3.7.
Okay. So tell me what is JavaScript?
JavaScript is a programming language which is invented by Brandon Each in 1995.
Hmm.
JavaScript browser only understands JavaScript, and each browser has a engine for JavaScript. Then that's why JavaScript learning is more important to create web pages.
Okay. What is the engine for Chrome browser? Which engine?
Uh, Spider Monkey.
What are the data types in JavaScript?
There are two data types, primitive and non-primitive data types. In primitive, there are five other data types: number, boolean, string, undefined, and null. In non-primitive data type, there are object, array, etc. Function.
Difference between primitive and non-primitive, primitive data type and non-primitive data type.
Primitive data type not holds reference, whereas non-primitive data type holds reference.
Okay. What is the difference between null and undefined?
Where we declare any declaration and not assign value to it, then it is called as undefined. And null is when there is a empty string or nothing, then it is called as null.
What is double equal to and triple equal to?
Double equal to sign only checks the number, whereas triple equal to sign checks value as well as its data type.
Okay. What is object?
Object, we can create object in JavaScript. Object is non-primitive data type, by which with the help of object, we can store multiple data in the form of key and value pair.
Okay. How many ways we can create an object in JavaScript?
Ways in means I'm not getting question.
Means, can we create an object? Yes, using normal literal function or literal method, but other ways how we can create an object? How many ways?
Sorry, sir. I will look after interview.
Okay. Okay. What is hoisting in JavaScript?
With hoisting is when all declarations in JavaScript comes at the top of JavaScript, which are non-visible to us, and that
Okay.
their only declarations are come at the top, that not their value.
Okay. What is scope?
Um, Availability and accessibility of HTML, any declaration is called as scope.
What are the types of scope?
There are many scopes, five scopes mainly: uh, global scope, block scope, functional scope, uh, lexical scope are also there, and one is missing. Sorry.
Okay. Uh, what is a block scope and functional scope?
When a declaration is inside any function, then it is called as functional scope. And block scope is when any declaration is limited in some area, then it is said to be block scope. That means it can't come in global scope.
Okay. What is the difference between let, const, and where?
Where creates global scope, whereas let and const creates a block scope, comes under block scope. And let keyword can be re assigned but not redeclared, and const keyword cannot be reassigned and redeclared.
Okay. Other anything?
Both let and const keyword comes under the block scope.
Where can create a block scope or not?
Not where can create a global scope.
Okay. Okay. Fine. What is ES6?
ES6 gives us some new features uh, in JavaScript, uh, like destructuring of arrays and many things, and higher order functions are also there.
Okay. What is a string?
String, um, When we write any code inside um, two codes, then it comes in string.
Okay, what are the string methods?
String methods. Split method is a string method. Uh, Replace method and index of.
Hmm. Okay, fine. What is an array?
We can store multiple data with the in the format of index number in the array.
Okay. What are the array methods?
Pop, push, shift, unshift, join to string, etc.
Okay. What is the difference between split, sub-str, substring?
String, str, and
Split.
in split we can pass any separator, but in substring or the another method we can't pass a separator in it.
Hmm. What is sub-str?
Sub-str is also string method.
Means what will happen when we use sub-str? Substring.
String is I think deprecated method of string method.
It is a deprecated method. Substring method.
Sub-str method.
Okay. Okay. Tell me, what is callback function?
When a function pass when a function is passed as argument in another function, then it is said to be callback function.
What is constructor function and factor function?
Factory function does not give us this keyword, and the factory function we have to return the object in factory function, whereas in constructor function we get this keyword and there is no need to return the object name.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Take a number of array and print the last element of that array.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Uh, uh, please empty this array. How you can do it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the difference between slice and splice?
With the help of slice method, we can remove particular elements from the array. But with the help of splice method, we can edit, delete, and edit uh, array. Array,
Okay.
delete, and edit.
Other anything?
Slice method is array method and string method also. But slice method is only array method.
Uh, which method changed the original array?
Slice method.
Slice.
Slice slice method.
Okay. Okay. Take a string and reverse it.
So please repeat question.
Take a random string and reverse that string.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Tanvi, can you do this using not change their order? Means the word of place change not order. First is I, then नंतर X JavaScript.
like this.
No. It's change their place. I want don't change their place. Got it?
Means here I
Yes,
left,
yes, yes. Same is in a string.
but reverse.
But reverse, yes. Okay, Tanvi, you can try after interview.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is map and for each?
For each and map, both are higher order functions. Um, if we want to apply any condition to all the elements present in array, then we use map method. And map method creates a new array, whereas for each is applied on array, but it not creates a new array.
Okay. Can I use for each on a string?
No, sir.
Suppose I want to use for each on a string, then how can I do this?
First of all, we have to convert the string into array, and then we can use uh, for each method on array.
Okay, good. What is reduce and filter?
Both are higher order functions. That by using filter method, if there is a condition to find out any element from the array by a condition, then we use the filter method. It checks whole array, and reduce method, if we want to remove a single element from the array, then we can use the reduce method.
Suppose I have a number of array, and I want to sum of that all the numbers of array. Then which method is better?
Reduce method is better.
Okay. What is function expression and function declaration?
Basic difference between function expression and function declaration is name of that function. If the name is not present to the function, that is anonymous function, then it is function expression.
Okay. What is arrow function?
Arrow function is given means we can short the function and we can return any of the arrow function has given us return keyword. We can return the condition in arrow function.
What is the drawback of arrow function?
We we can't use this keyword.
So what happens when we use this in arrow function?
It shows a window object.
Yes. Good. Okay. Take a declaration of A is equal to empty array. And second, let B is equal to empty array. And console.log A double equal to B, and second A triple equal to B. So what will be the output of that?
True.
Both 26 and 27.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Open your browser and check.
False.
False. Okay.
Okay.
What is a promise?
Promise is JS object which gives some value in future. It has four states: pending, resolve, reject, and extend. Uh, Pending means waiting for the result. Resolve means API call or promise is consumed. Reject means promise is not consumed, it was rejected. And fourth one is uh, resolved or rejected, means not getting the idea.
What is set timeout?
Set timeout is a browser API.
Why we use?
To handle to make JavaScript's behavior asynchronous.
Okay. What is asynchronous and synchronous?
JavaScript has its default behavior as synchronous, and by using set timeout, we make it asynchronous. Means JavaScript has the synchronous behavior, means it has blocking nature. When we declare or write any function, then it shows by its order. But when we make its behavior asynchronous, then by using set timeout, we can give it a time by which it can display on the screen or UI.
Okay. JavaScript is a single-threaded or multi-threaded language?
Single threaded.
Means
Not remembering, I have learned about it.
okay, okay, fine. Okay. What are the pop-up box available in JS?
Pop-up box alert
Hmm.
means we can say that sweet alert also we can
Yes,
use.
yes, yes. It's a way.
It's read by using CDN. We can use sweet alert also.
Okay. Take a number of array and differentiate in even and odd.
It, I can take values in it.
Yes, yes, yes. Random numbers. And differentiate in separate in even and odd numbers.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Uh, push the odd number in new array and even number in new array. Yes, good. Take two variables, let a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3, and swap their value.
A is equal to
2 and b is equal to 3, and swap their value. Did you understand?
no, sir.
Means I want b is equal to 2 and a is equal to 3. Swap each other value
Okay.
without using any third variable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, good. What is XML HTTP request?
It is a API call.
Means what are the steps?
First, we have to store it in object. Then we have to configure. And third step, we have to send it to the database. And fourth, we have to call it.
Okay. Can you give me some uh, process steps? Which method or which process we are use?
Get method,
Hmm?
put or patch method, send method.
Okay. What is DOM?
DOM is document object model, and by which browser makes each and every HTML element the document object, and when we take any HTML element from index.html to app.js page, then it becomes document object.
Okay. Can you write the program of prime number?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Take another number. Okay. Can you print the prime numbers into 1 to 100?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tanvi, you can try the interview.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, fine. I'm done from my side. Do you have any question?
How much you'll hit for my interview, sir?
Yes, it's 5 out of 3.5. Means you have the practical is very good, but in when you are writing the code, means that time. But do the practice.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Fine.
Bye.
Yes.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Good night.